So here's a quick review of the Fitbit Versa, what I like, what I don't like, and how it worked for me over the last few months. I'll start with the most annoying things about it, which are, the first one is the band. People have a lot of hard times taking the band off. There's a little slider on here with a ball on it that you're supposed to slide down to pop the band loose if you want to put a bigger band on or a different one. But it will break your fingernail, so if you're going to change the band, use a popsicle stick or something, and it will come out and you'll be able to do it. Just don't go breaking your fingernail. On mine, the little laser back here, you see that green light? It stopped working at some point, and to fix it, you just have to hold the side button and then the top side button. Hold them until it hard resets itself, so it'll turn off and turn back on, and then that'll work. I've used this thing for probably 6 months now. I'm really loving it. Now, if you're thinking of getting an Apple Watch or this thing is dumber than an Apple Watch. You know, it hooks up via Bluetooth to your phone, and it syncs that way, and it doesn't have its own GPS inside of it. You can see there's a message, so it gives you notifications if somebody sends you a message, but you can't reply to it on the watch. So you know who's calling you and you know who's texting you. You just can't reply to it on the watch, but you do know if people are trying to get a hold of you while you're out there running around. Whereas the Apple Watch, you have a lot more control over those things, a lot more apps, a lot more, ways to waste your time than this thing. So that's what I actually like about it, is it's pretty simple. It keeps you honest, keeps you running, and it tracks everything really nice. So I've done a few events here. We've done a Spartan race. We've done a 10K run. And we've done a reverse triathlon. And the Fitbit works great if you have your phone with you. So in the 10K, I kept my phone with me, and it worked really well. It actually buzzes and lets you know how fast you're going. So my first mile, I thought, oh, I'm going too slow. And I'd never run a 10K before, so I didn't know how much gas I had in the tank. So the next one, I speed up, and then I speed up, slow down, start to slow down. Felt like I was going to have a heart attack here. And then sprinted to the end when I could see the finish line. And then it monitors your heart rate zone. So for example, if I'm 50, you don't ever want to go over 170, allegedly. Some people say that 220 minus your age isn't the real thing. I'm not sure. My heart maxed out at 193 in this race. So you can kind of keep an eye on what your heart's doing while you're running. It's got these different zones so you can see how much you did every day. It tells you calories burnt. And just a real handy way, especially every mile, it'll buzz and it'll tell you your pace for that mile. So I was able to keep track of my pace during the race, and I was trying to do it in under an hour, which I did. And that was my goal, and the goal was met because this thing was telling me to speed up, and it was telling me exactly where I was. Keeps track of your daily energy output. It'll do sleep tracking if you want it to. It's got warnings if you want it to zap you every hour to make you get up and run around. Keeps track of how much your heart's beating. And if you want to track food, it knows all the different calories involved in different foods. It's pretty good with most brand names, and most generic apples and oranges and stuff like that are in there. So if you want to count your calories, you can definitely do that. If you want to track your water, you can do that. If you want to lose weight, you can do that there too. Track how much you're gaining or losing. And then you can win various awards. These things will turn different colors if you reach a certain milestone. Like this one's all green because I got more than 10,000 steps in 6 miles on Sunday. Now the watch itself is comfortable, it's durable, it is water resistant to 50 meters, I think is what they say. So I've used it in the triathlon in the pool, and I've used it in a mud run, actually swimming through mud with it. So it survived and works just fine. So I'd have to say that's true as far as I can tell. When I ran the mud run and when I ran the triathlon and swam the triathlon, I didn't bring my phone with me because I didn't want to wreck it in the mud or in the swimming pool. So in that case, it didn't really work as well as it did in the triathlon to track my progress, because it kept saying, looking for my phone, looking for my phone, looking for my phone, and it never, settled down and worked without the phone. So if you're gonna run, you put it in run mode. If you're gonna bike, you put it in bike mode. If you put it in swim, you put it in swim mode. Treadmill, weights, and interval timer, and then workout. So workout, if I was gonna play basketball or do something generic and run around and get some exercise, I'd put it in workout mode, and then I'd get credit for that, and I can see how many calories I burnt during that. So really basic, really simple. You can load MP3s into it and play music on a Bluetooth headset without your phone if you want to do that. I'm not into that. I just bring my phone with me most places when I'm training. The weather is good. It'll tell you when the sun sets and what the weather's like. So if you're out running around in a strange place, it'll let you know. when the sun's gonna go down and if you're gonna freeze to death. So big thumbs up. It's not as smart as a smartwatch, but it's smarter than a dumb watch. And the size, like if you compare it to a regular normal person sized dive watch, this isn't one of those big fat dive watches everybody's wearing now. That's an old one from the 90s, but it's 4 millimeters by 4 millimeters square is what it is. So it's not massive. It just looks like a normal person watch. So that's it. That's the Fitbit Versa. I think I paid $150 for it on sale. You can always find deals on these things, and I highly recommend it if you're looking to track your workouts, track your sleep, and just keep an eye on your heart rate and get back into shape. This thing is a good friend to have with you on the way.
Hey guys, this is a motivational video. Get out there and run. We're about to run in a race where we race and we win. We got CF3 BMX. He's hiding behind me because he's gonna lose. And then we got the B Jubbies here.
If you ain't first, you're last, boys.
Game first, you're last.